So the second of the men's singles semi-final, the players coming onto court, an all Indonesia affair between the number 14 seed Hendra, the Olympic silver medalist from last year, up against his teammate and number 3 seed Taufik Hidayat. Hidayat, of course, was the number 1 seed at the Olympic Games. He lost in the quarterfinal stage to Ji Xingpeng, who went on to take the gold medal. Taufik Hidayat up against Hendra for the right to meet Peter Gader in the final of the World Championships. Now, if I can just look at their paths through to the semi-final stage. Taufik Hidayat, well, he's had 2 marathons coming into this semi-final. First of all, in the third round against the Commonwealth Games gold medalist Wong Chun Han of Malaysia, winning through 15-7 in the deciding game, but that was an hour and 20 minutes long, that match. Then in the quarterfinal yesterday, he had to play the number 5 seed Lee Hyun-il of Korea. He won through that fairly comfortably in the decider, 15-5, but that's an hour and 25 minutes. Now, if you compare that to Hendra progress through the tournament, well, Hendra in the very first round went the full distance, but remember, Hendra had been selected for Indonesia to play in the final of the Sudirman Cup against China and had a marathon against Cheng Hong. Perhaps he was a little bit jaded by that. Anyway, he came through his first round encounter against Shimagari of Japan, 15-8 in the decider. And in the third round, Hendra had to play against Tan Kai Chun of Hong Kong, who had beaten the number 1 seed Roslyn Hashim in the very second round of this tournament. And then yesterday in the quarterfinal, Hendra up against the number 9 seed Xie Xuanzhe of China. 2 straight games, just 33 minutes. So Hendra, the older of these 2 men, 28 years of age, up against a youngster, the 19-year-old Hidayat. But Darren, that points to how much they've been playing prior to this match. Is that going to have an influence?
Yes, it could do, Jill. You know, Hidayat, especially, you know, in his quarterfinals, he had 3 hard sets. In his last 16, he had 3 hard sets. So it could very well do. You know, in a way, it's a similar type of game. They're both very good stroke players. You know, they like to knock the shuttle about. They like to move around the court. So it's going to be quite a physical game out there.
Yes, I'm sure it will be. But these 2 men have met each other twice previously, and Hidayat has won on both occasions. The last time was way back in September of 1999 at the Indonesian Open, the semi-final stage, and Hidayat went on to win that title. The umpire for this men's singles semi-final, Phil James of England, and his service judge is Dahran of Singapore. So the head-to-heads probably don't have an awful lot of influence. So long ago when these 2 met.
Gentlemen, on my right, Taufik Hidayat, Indonesia. On my left, Hendra Wan, Indonesia. Taufik Hidayat, serve, love all, play. Over, love all.
Well, it's a great smash from Hendra. First shot out, leapt up in the air.
And of course, these 2 men will train together every day in the training centre in Jakarta in Indonesia, and they'll know each other's game plans. They'll know what the strengths and weaknesses are. Is that a help or a hindrance
It is difficult. It is difficult when you've got to play someone and they're your practice partner every day. So, but now they're in the semi-finals of World Championships. It's competition stage. Obviously, there's a lot more nerves now and everything. So that's going to come into the game.
Clever play. Interesting that Hidayat is really trying to pump Hendriksen's backhand side in that rally.
Yeah, we saw that rally earlier on. He's looking to try and get him round the head. Hendriksen hit about 2 or 3 backhands there. An excellent backhand at the end, winning the shot outright.
Well, how on earth did Taufik get out of trouble there? He took the backhand so late.
That was incredible, Joe. Really, I only thought the only return could possibly be to the net if he was lucky enough, but somehow he managed to clear it more or less to the back of the court.
Oh, that's superb. He's not afraid to play backhand, is he? It's just a controlled shot.
Exactly. He's not looking to win the point, but he's looking to get it in the court, nice and safe, no mistakes from it. It's a very strong backhand. But there, he waited for the return of Hidayat, which came straight back to him and he was able to smash it down the line.
The other thing we should be aware of is that Hendriksen loves long rallies. I mean, he'll be prepared to stay out here all day, whereas I think Hidayat, those 2 long matches in 2 previous days, he'll want to get this over as quickly as possible.
Yes, and they've also got the fault that whoever wins has got to play Peter Garda in the final. That's going to be a very physical game as well. So I'm sure they'll want to finish it as quick as they can, but on the other hand, they want to win it.
Over. 2-1.
Oh, that's incredible.
Over. 1-2.
This 19-year-old from Bandung won his first Grand Prix tournament back in 1998. When he was just 16 years and 11 months old. Extraordinary.
Over. 2-1.
Yeah, good from Hendriksen then. Looked like he was smashing straight. At the last moment, cut across the shuttle, bring it down very steeply.
3-1.
Not enough patience there from Hidayat.
4-1.
As you say, Jill, he might want to look to be finishing the rallies earlier, but he's got to be patient for him. You're not going to find any easy winners and easy openings. You've got to wait for that opening before you go for the big smash.
Any psychological scarring, do you think, the fact that Hidayat was the #1 seed in the Olympic Games and didn't live up to expectations, and so much was expected of him back home in Indonesia?
Yes, Jill, when they get to that level there is so much pressure on them, but I think they've started to mature as players, and I think he won't be thinking about that. He'll just be concentrating on the game in hand. But definitely Hendron, you know, made the better of the start. Looks a little bit more relaxed to me.
Over.
Going for his famed deception. Rushing across the shuttle. The anguish of hitting it into the net. Plum on the line.
Three, six. Four, six.
A couple of unforced errors from Hendron at the back of the court now. This time Hidayat changing from round the head to his deep forehand corner.
Long. Yet another error. Ooh, goodness me.
Must admit, from that angle it looked into me, Jill.
Of course, line judges only have a split second to make a decision.
Over. 6-5.
Oh, that's a wonderful smash.
Yeah, I think he's hit 3 smashes already, and every time he's hit it steeply down into Hendron's backhand defence, he's produced a winner.
Well, Hidayat not at all fooled by the deception there from Hendron. Oh, that's beautiful. What a shot to put himself into the lead for the first time in this semi-final.
Yes, I think Hendron expecting that smash down the backhand. Hidayat just changing direction, straight drop, but really putting so much pressure on Hendron then.
It's over. 6, 7.
Nice aggressive play from Taufik.
7, 6.
Everyone guessing correctly which direction the smash was going to come. Still couldn't deal with it.
Over. 6, 7. Over. 7, 6.
Yeah, Hendren annoyed with himself, so he knows it was the right shot to play. He only had to get it in the court. It didn't have to be that tight.
Over. 6, 7.
Both these men strangely tentative in their play.
They're still, I think they both know what's at stake, a final in the World Championships, and no one seems to have really settled down at the moment.
Seven all.
Oh my goodness. Well, initially the line judge, who's sitting just in front of us, called that it was in, changed his mind and called it out. Darren, what was your reaction there?
Well, initially, when the linesman, he did definitely point as though it was in, so I thought it was a good decision, but he's changed his mind, I'll have to look at it a bit closer now. A little bit unlucky there, Hendren, though, because he built the rally up so well.
Both players accepting the decision with a good grace. Oh, that's superb.
And that's been one of the strengths of Hendren this week. His net play, deceptive at the net, but he's so early on to the reply.
7-all opening game. All good.
7 all.
Well, it seemed as if Hendren had got his opponent into trouble, but he couldn't capitalise on it. Well, it was an all or nothing shot from Hidayat. way out of position, going for the cross-court winner, and he knew full well as he hit it that if his opponent got it back, he'd be nowhere near retrieving it. Oh, that's nice. Not the big power, but the placement absolutely perfect.
Yeah, great play from Henderson, very patient throughout the rally. You know, putting some straight drops, very deceptive straight drops, finally cutting across the shuttles, bring it down very steeply, hitting a winner.
Nine, 8.
You know, I feel one of the players at the moment is going to try and push and, you know, make that break. It's been fairly even, you know, 1 point up, 1 point down, you know, for most of this match, but I really feel one player's got to try and insert his authority onto this match.
It's over. 8, 9.
And I guess this is the situation that we were mentioning earlier, when both players know each other's games so much through practicing with each other every day that it doesn't make necessarily for the most exciting match.
No, that's right, Jill. As you say, you know, Henderman's normally an extremely deceptive player, but Hidayat probably practices with that every day, so he's used to them, he knows them, he can read his game very well.
And vice versa.
Over. 9, 8.
Yeah, good play from Henderman, a straight smash down the line and changing the angle into the right hip of Hidayat.
Oh yes, the deception overhead immediately went forward to the net. He put away. Well, as so often in men's singles, the control of the net so important. As the lift was very short indeed.
Yeah, it was set up from a great spinning net shot from Hidayat, then just tumbling over the top of the net. Not a lot Hendra could do. You know, try and lift it up, get it to the back, but the net shot was too tight.
Hidayat's just indicating to the umpire, Bill James of England, that he needs the court mopped. A lot of perspiration dripping down from these players onto the court surface, and that can mean that it gets a little bit slippery and therefore dangerous for the players. Eight, 10.
Nine, 10.
Angel annoyed with himself there. Got to get the rally into play at the start.
Oh my word. So difficult, Darren, when you play around the headshot because your body weight is going sideways and backwards. For you to control that smash straight down the line, so often you drag the shuttle wide.
Yeah, exactly, and exactly what you're saying. You know, you see the majority of shuttles when people are a little bit off balance going out wide, you know, but you've got to get behind it fast to be there. Again, we see from Hidayat, a fantastic spinning net shot, again hitting the top of the tape, reducing that short lift.
Wide. So back on level terms. That was a nervous looking shot.
It was a nervous shot, Jill. You could also see that Hidayat was coming into the net fast, threatening that a little bit more, and Henderson just didn't stay with it. He pulled out before he finished playing the shot.
That's over. 10, 11.
You know, he's made 2 or 3 around the net, but he's still brave enough, you know, to keep trying it, and that one pays off for him.
Well, nothing between these two players. 11 all in the opening game.
Over. 11 all.
But I think both players are feeling the pressure out there, Jill. You know, normally I've been watching these players and they haven't been making these errors that they're making now. So it must be the sense of occasion that's getting to them a little bit.
Well, 11.
Oh,
13, 11.
well, the opportunity was there. They needn't have gone so close to the line. No margin for error. Two points away from the open game. That's superb.
Yeah, brilliant from Henderson then. And he's missed one out to the right, so this time he's changed it to the other side. You know, it looked to me like he just upped the tempo there. The speed of the rally was a bit quicker, a little bit more positive than what he was doing in that rally.
Over. 13, 11. Game point.
Well, that's interesting. Last two rallies, Hidayat has directed his attacking play directly at his opponent. 14 game point. And he takes it the first time of asking. Taufik Hidayat of Indonesia takes the opening game against his teammate, the Olympic silver medalist, Hendra. The score, 15-11. I wonder what the older and more experienced of the two players, Hendra, what's going through his mind. Hendra started the match so well, stormed to a 6-1 lead, and then he really allowed his opponent back into the match. So Darren, presumably that's playing on his mind. He's got to try and forget that. Start afresh, new game.
Yeah, exactly. You know, he hasn't been flowing out how he has been in his previous matches. He's just looked a bit tight, a bit more negative in what he's doing. No, forget that now. Get on with this game. Give himself every chance of getting into that final.
Well, Taufik judgment there. And I have to say, the body language in his racket looks a bit dispirited to me.
He's got to stay with Hidayat now. He can't afford to give Hidayat a lead.
Oh, that's superb. How on earth, when he was so deep in his backhand corner, did a smash round the head and find the side of the court there? Well, that's class. Hidayat, when the shuttles come out of the spin, waiting just a fraction too long.
Yeah, good defending from Hendra there. Pushed at his body, managed to get his racket to it and whip it over Hidayat's head.
Darren, in your opinion, is one of these two players better than the other, or is there really nothing to choose between them?
But I think it's very difficult to choose between them, Jill. You know, both on their day capable of winning big championships. I think it's just, you know, who's the strongest will, who's going to handle the nerves the better on the day, really.
4-6.
Great play by Hendra there, coming in fast, really positive, pushing at the body of Hidayat.
Well, there was a golden opportunity. Investment gap across court. Just pushing it wide. Of course, we already know the other semi-final result. Peter Gader, Chen Hong, 2 straight games.
Over.
Darren, Peter wouldn't still be here watching this semi-final, would he? Would he leave that to his coaches to analyse? He's played both of these men before. Presumably he's gone back to the hotel, get ready, start preparing for tomorrow's match.
Yes, exactly. I think he'll know these players' games very well. The Danish coaches will be here trying to pick up points about each player. They'll probably even video it, and he might watch it in the hotel room later on, in the comfort of his hotel room, you know, air conditioned in a cool area.
Yes, because it is very hot here in the stadium. Temperatures last week in the Sudirman Cup, nigh on 40 degrees. Earlier this week we topped 35.
Over. 4-2.
That time Hidayat seeing the cross-court gap. Again, just didn't quite hit it enough, but, you know, gap's starting to appear now. Good smash from Hidayat, but Henderson managing to get it back up right on the baseline.
Over. 2-5.
Pushes wide. And Darren, thinking back to the first semi-final between Peter Gader and Chen Hong, the net play was of the utmost importance. In this semi-final, we're hardly seeing the players play the net area. They're pushing it away, trying to keep their opponents away from the net.
Yes, you know, it's a different sort of game. Obviously, again, you know, we've said it before that these two do know each other's games inside out, so they're used to each other's type of net spin, the type of net play they've been playing all along. So, you know, they're probably trying to keep each other away, maybe try something different than what they do in practice.
Three lifts from the net area where he could have played back to the net.
Yeah, you know, it's exactly 3 on the trot. Henderson's facing his base a little bit back now, you know, a little stop at the net, a little cross court, you know, not looking for the winner, but just to move Henderson a bit more.
Over. 3-6.
Yeah, on the line.
Over. 6.
Well,
3.
Taufik Hidayat wasn't too happy with that call. We're looking straight down that line. My initial reaction was that it was indeed wide. Oh yes. And that presumably is why Hidayat doesn't want to play back to the net, because Henderson winning. Well, 4 times out of 5, I think, at the moment.
Well, exactly, you know, it wasn't really on. Henderson was up at the net anyway. He tried a cross court, you know, deceptive cross court, but Henderson, you know, just read it like a book. Well, Henderson seeming to get a little grip on this game now. He's got himself a 5-point margin. You know, he's doing all the running, he's looking quite safe. Hidayat sort of looking for the way out of the rallies now.
He's done well, all credit to Hendron, because right at the start of this second game, I thought he was looking dispirited. I thought as if his head was a bit down, his body language said that he was disappointed to have lost the opening game. Fought back well. And to me, Darren, there's definite signs that Taufik is tired out there.
Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, Jill, you know, again we go back to his quarterfinals, 3 hard games, we go back to his last 16 games, 3 hard games, and he's just starting to knock the edge off him.
Over. 9-3.
This time Henderson choosing to smash straight. Cross court before, this time hit straight.
I think the key though, Darren, the fact that where his feet were, he was nowhere near the back of the court and therefore had so many options. But you can tell by the recovery of a player, it's not just speed to hit the shuttle, it's speed to get back to your base and recover from playing that shot.
Over. 3-9.
Yes, that's right, Drew. If you're in trouble, you can hit a short shot, you know, you get back to the middle of the base as quick as possible and try and get it back. But Hidayat there, he just sort of stayed in the same corner, really.
Oh,
Over.
perfect drop, hitting the top of the table, going over.
Over. 3-9.
Yeah, this time Hidayat really spinning the shuttle well.
Yeah, in all honesty, he was a bit sluggish to pick up that drop, wasn't he?
Yeah, and that's the last few points he started to look like that. You know, in the first set he was getting there quite comfortable, but at the moment his feet don't seem to be working that quick.
Over. 3-9.
I'm sure Henderson can sense this and he'll want to keep him on the court, keep moving the distances of the court.
Oh, that's tremendous.
4-9.
Yeah, superb smash from Hidayat there. But I don't think Henderson wants to start doing these lifts that are, you know, looping and giving him time. If he wants to move around the court a little bit quicker.
5-9.
Again, another straight smash from Hidayat. Perfect placing there.
Oh, great reaction from Hendron.
9-5. Over. 5.
Well, he's been stuck on 9 for a while.
Yeah, he had an opportunity there. You know, it wasn't a particularly difficult shot to hit there. He really missed the chance to move off.
Over. 9-5.
Careless. me.
9.
Yeah, he's not happy, you know. He's got an easy point. The last thing you want to do is give that back to him.
Each player serving into the next.
Over. 9. 5. Traffic.
That's a great return of the serve. The spinning net shot. That's good aggression.
10.
Yeah, good play from Hendren. You could see then he wanted to get off 9. He'd been stuck on there for a little while. Really pushing for that point then.
5.
And it very much looks as if we might well go the full distance here. A third and deciding game looms.
Yeah, again we see Hendren attacking well.
And it almost appears to me, Darren, as if Hidayat has given up on the second game, perhaps saving his strength for the decider.
Yeah, I mean, he really did have a sitter at the net there, and he just sort of half-heartedly smashed it. You know, we know he can jump up and hit these smashes. Just hit another return in net from serve. So I think he's not worried about this game there. He just wants to have his 5-minute break, clear his faults, and get on for the third.
And indeed, that is precisely what will happen. The second game, the Hendren bouncing back, having lost the first to 11, to win the second 15-5.
Final game. Love all. Right.
Third and deciding game.
Over.
And there was an opportunity for Hendren to get off to a good start.
Over. Level.
Darren, we were talking in the 5-minute interval about two players playing each other from the same nation. We noticed that Hidayat had a coach with him. They went back to the far end of the stadium. Couldn't quite see what Hendren was doing, but normally when two players from one nation meet each other, the coaches don't get involved.
No, exactly true. You know, we're told that if you're playing each other, if you go to 3, you know, you'll be on your own, sort yourself out. So, as you say, we saw a coach with Hidayat, but we're not sure what happened to Hendren there.
One left.
The next shot was just too tight from Hidayat. No way he could try and kill that. Oh my goodness me. Well, in the first two games we were missing some of the dynamic style that we used to see from Indonesian players. We certainly had it in that rally. Hendler, just testing the shuttle. He wants to change it. Misjudgment from Hendler.
2 left.
It's on the line. Darren, I know it's early stages because we certainly didn't know which way to call this, who we thought would be the winner. But these early stages, Hidayat really looks as if he's come out firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, I really thought in the second game that the momentum swung round, Henderson was in control. As we saw the last sort of 3-4 points, Hidayat sort of, you could see he was safe with himself. You know, he thought, okay, I'm going to lose this set, I'm not going to waste all my energy to try and get back into it. I'll have my 5 minutes, I'll come out for the third, and he's done exactly that. He's come out, you know, you can see the spring in his step more. He needed to get a good start, and that's just what he's done.
The other difference between this and the first of the semi-finals, Darren, we're seeing a lot more high serves.
Yes, that's right. The other semi-final between Peter Gardner and Chen Hong was literally a battle of the lifts. No one wanted to give the lift away. Their net play was incredible. Whereas, obviously, I think these two, they know each other's games. You know, they're very relaxed playing each other, so they're quite happy. You know, serving high at the back, just waiting for the next one to attack and trying to play off that. Yeah, that's better play from Hendler now, you know, and he's got to start doing that. I thought he would come out there really trying to extend the rallies, make Hidayat move, but he's made a few unforced errors, you know, and he's given away a 6-love lead. Yeah, great shot from Hidayat there. He really looked like he was going cross. I think Hendler just moved to cover his forehand side, but at the last moment turned the rack ahead. Great smash straight down the backhand side of Hendler. That time Hidayat jumping out to his forehand, but clipping the top of the tape and pulling it out full.
Please to get off the mark.
Over. 6, 1.
Hendler a little bit disappointed there. He knows he's got to move Hidayat the distances. He's got to keep the shuttle in the court, keep him moving, try and put the pressure on. That was an opportunity.
Service fault called. The service judge, Mohan Zafran of Singapore, indicating that it moved his foot.
Yeah, great play from Hidayat there. He switched his attack this time, cutting across the feathers. A great cut drop into the forehand net of Henderson.
Well, it seems to me, Darren, as if both men are desperate to try and attack more.
That's right, they're coming out, but you know it's a little bit patchy. It's one of them's attacking, but they're not consistent with it. You know, it'll be one, okay, for a couple of points he might try, but then he'll give the lift away. So no one's really, I mean, Hidayat's got off to a great start and he really did attack the first 6 points, but he stopped a little while, maybe he's getting his breath back again.
Well, he's hitting his cross-court smashes. He's played those to great effect that time, switching it, playing it straight down the line. Up far here, Phil James of England, allowing the players quite a number of timeouts, towel down. Oh, well, after that rally ended, I'm sure there was a problem. Yep, nothing happened. Hidayat, I think he may have cramp. Yes, indeed. The tournament referee, Dennis Lee from Hong Kong, is on court. He's called for the tournament doctor, William Taylor, orthopedic surgeon and consultant to the International Badminton Federation, just taking a look at Hidayat, and he looks in serious trouble there. Cramp or groin strain, I think.
I think groin strain, Jill. I think he felt something going it. You know, it's not like cramp and his legs tightened up. I think he felt something going in his groin.
Let's watch that again. Yep, he pulled up sharply, didn't he? Obviously in distress. Well, the tournament doctor has said that well, Darren, I'm just waiting to have that confirmed that he's applying some spray to the injury. Returning to court.
7-1.
Well, he looks to me, Darren, as if he's in some considerable pain. And he's shaking his head. That's the end of it. Hidayat concedes. He gets a hug from his teammates. Very distressed, in pain, the disappointment. 7-1 up in the deciding game. And the tears from Hidayat. Well, I'm sure that's the overall disappointment. He was looking so good at the start of this deciding game, and that's lovely to see his teammate consoling him. I'm sure the tournament doctor will be taking a further look at that injury. But Hendron helps his wounded opponent off the court. tournament referee also in attendance. But Hendra through to the final by virtue of an 11-15, 15-5, 1-7 retirement of Hidayat.